We want your thumbnail? What is a thumbnail?
Is that when you stick your thumb in the thumbnail? All right, so what's going on? This is the Genesis that has a low pressure light. There is no PID for oil pressure on this car. The oil pressure sensor is buried on the intake. 3.4 hours is what the, 4 hours labor to take the intake off to get in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a homebrew
We're going to do a little hood
mechanical oil pressure test. Drill a hole in the oil filter cap, thread in your gauge, and run the car and see where the oil pressure is. Oil pressure cold is only one spec. Engine temperature hot is another spec. So Jude's going to put some threads in that oil cap. We will replace the oil cap when we're done with this. So if the engine is junk, what does it matter? And if it's not, then it's going to be tear down and replace the oil pressure sensor. This is probably the second one that we've seen with oil. Like, stop changing your oil every 20,000 miles or every 10,000 miles and avoid all these problems.
This was 12,000.
Hold on. I drive a Genesis, but I can't afford to change the oil. What sense does that make?
You sound like a fucking idiot.
Right?
I'm living beyond my means.
Yeah. I drive a Genesis, but I can't afford to change the oil. I could choke down a car payment every month, but I can't change my oil. Anyway, so we're gonna tap this to pipe tap in the oil cap. You guys are probably gonna say, oh man, that's awfully crude. A lot of dealership technicians who work on the same cars over and over and over, this is their cheat code for diagnosing. Even if they charge 2 hours, right? They're pulling out their spare oil cap that's tapped with an oil pressure gauge, and this is for cartridge type, slamming that on there and say, yep, it's got an oil pressure problem, or it's got delivery problem, or it's got sludge, or it's got a sensor problem. But you need some baseline, and it's crazy that we don't have PIDs. The procedure was go in there on the harness and start reading resistance values and convert them into kilopascals or something like that. We're not doing all that shit.
Ohms.
That's crazy.
Okay.
I think it was KPI.
You take the resistance.
Yeah, take the resistance of whatever the values were.
Convert that to whatever the fuck you just said.
Yeah, we're not doing all that. We're going to do homebrew mechanical test. Once we get this all done, we're going to show you what it looks like, and we're going to show you what the car running and see what the oil pressure is. Top of the engine doesn't sound good, but what do I expect for shit that people don't take care of? Like, obviously, stop reaching for cars that you can't afford to maintain. The days of you not maintaining your car are gone. Gone. The days of you needing a new car after you just bought your new car are here, right? I just bought a new car. I drove it 30,000 miles, 36,000 miles. It's out of warranty. I need a new engine already. Because I changed the oil 3 times.
I still have the factory warranty. And
Oh, so yesterday the Jeep, so that came from another shop for us to diag, and it was, this car was already in recon. So I just chuckled, right? And then I said, yeah, send it over, I'll check it out. But it turns out that customer has had so many issues with that 2023 Jeep eDrive Grand Cherokee that in the notes under that VIN number is do everything in your power and get everybody involved to take care of this customer while it's under warranty. So the other shop missed the lower control arms. They weren't completely wiped out, but
You could see the bushings were bumping.
the tech who did the forward arms should have seen that.
Yes.
I mean, you have an open checkbook from the manufacturer for a car that's under warranty.
Absolutely.
Just replace everything and make the customer happy.
And
You already had the language in the VIN from Stellantis.
Well, and yes, you're only getting warranty time for it, but that's suspension work. Suspension work like
Alignment,
that.
diagnosis,
Yeah.
suspension. I mean, there's a couple hours worth of work there when you're doing nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Especially for the state of today's
Right.
car industry.
but that car customer had so many problems. Not only with the suspension, I don't know what all the other crap that they experienced, but I bet you it was a laundry list for them to have to torture somebody with their brand new car already, and to be so fed up at 23,000 miles to trade it in and say, F this. I bet you they bought another Jeep though. step in shit once, don't step in shit twice.
Probably.
Bet.
People tend to stick with what they know, regardless of
Yep.
it being a bad scenario.
Yep. Crazy.
Well, and now they probably think that whatever salesman they have before is going to take care of them, considering their bad experience before. But that's most likely not.
They're just going to get a taste of what manufacturers and engineers are putting out today, and it's shitty,
Yeah.
crappy, the garbage, and it's not worth what you're paying. None of them. $100,000 for an F-150. Are you out of your friggin' mind?